Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer. And today I'm going to be discussing about the planet of illusion, delusion, and confusion, and the king of the material comforts, that is Rahu. What exactly is happening is Rahu is going to be transiting through the nakshatra of Ketu, Ashwini, from the 6th of February. Now you will say, how come it's 6th of February? Because I use the true notes. That is the true Rahu. And this is going to be till the end of this transit in the nakshatra of Ashwini and in Aries sign. And it's going to be till the 29th of November. That again is the true notes I'm talking about, because there will be a confusion about the dates now. So what exactly is happening? We have to see what exactly is this Rahu going to be doing in the Ashwini Nakshatra. After Bharani's transit, it's going to be after a long gap in the Ashwini transit. So it's a very important transit. After 2004-5, this transit is happening. 2004 and 2005, it was in the same nakshatra. You can go back and see what all happened at that time. See, these are all culmination times. Whatever happens, it is a cycle of 9 years. It is, going to be inverse return in everyone's chart of Rahu Ketu. Rahu comes on the spot of Ketu, and Ketu comes at the spot of Rahu every 9 years in everybody's chart. And 18 years, it comes back to the same spot it started from in everybody's horoscope, if you will see. If at all you have Rahu Ketu in Aries and Libra sign, so definitely this is a Rahu Ketu return for you. And when it is going to be an exchange of Rahu Ketu nakshatras, so that happens after 18 years, and it's a very important one. And you have to, see how it is going to be impacting you personally. If at all you're running through the Dasha of Rahu, Ketu, Mars, Saturn. Why I'm talking about this? Because Rahu is going to be in the sign of Aries, ruled by Mars. So what is the impact? Rahu, Mars. Then we have to see the impact through Ketu, because it's the nakshatra ruled by Ketu. Saturn is aspecting the zone. So this becomes a very important and aggressive energy right now people are going through. Too many natural calamities also happen when, these kind of nakshatras, start, forming a connection. So Rahu is a materialistic planet and Ketu is a spiritual planet. We all know that. Rahu brings us to the world and Ketu takes us away from the world. So that is why I've written culmination of energies. So if you are initiating something new, so that is going to culminate also, but you have to take a right path. Whatever you do, you don't have to be very stubborn, impulsive, aggressive, because this is a fiery sign. Rahu is also a little aggressive, expansive energy. If Ketu is contraction, Rahu is expansion. So is Saturn. Saturn wants you to be disciplined. Saturn wants you to be doing things in a very orderly manner, hard work. So whatever energies you are going to be feeling during this time, you're going to be actually implementing them, completing them. And whatever you are feeling is stuck, stand still, will start moving as well. Especially the medical professions, if you are into medical profession or medical stream or anything major that we are waiting for, the breakthroughs, that will happen now. Because it is in the Mangal's sign, and Ketu is also aggressive and fiery. Ashwini is a very quick, it's denoted by, it's obviously Ashwini Kumars are Surya Putra, sons of sun god. So they are actually, and they're represented by the horse. So the horse you have to tame if it is losing control. So at the same time, you have to see how you can tame those energies and utilize them. All right. So I'll be sharing through the presentation first. Stick on to this video, and I'll be giving you the dates. And I'm very meticulous about my dates, you know that. And then I will be sharing with you how it is going to be impacting one-on-one each sign. So before that, it's good if you can watch the dates and the Navamsa transit dates also, so that you are aware that when they are forming a connection with the planets and in the Navamsa also, that is the time when you will feel the results even more. All right. So let's start with the presentation. And thank you so much, everyone, for your best wishes, for your love and your care, and your prayers for my good health. I have recovered 90%, 10% still on its way. I'm sure I'll be fine. You all are with me, so I will be unwell for a long duration, right? So let's start with the presentation. Thank you so much for being here, for watching me live. I will be doing the timestamps also soon, so please bear with me. I hope it is sharing. So this is an exchange also which is forming between Rahu and Ketu, and this is till the 8th of July though, and then it will be moving into Ketu will be moving on in the Chitra Nakshatra. And let me give you the dates. So Rahu transits Ashwini from the 6th of February. It is going to be just entering when I'm making this video on the 6th, midnight it is going to be. And it is going to be till the 29th of November. And I'm really very shaken myself and very sad to hear about the Turkey earthquakes, back-to-back 3 earthquakes I've heard have happened, and it is really, I wish and pray that everybody is, saved, and the ones who have the departed souls, please may rest in peace. Also, it is because Mars is in Rohini Nakshatra in Taurus sign, it happens. So generally, and I have said many times in my previous videos that natural calamities actually, especially the earthquakes, because it's a Bhumi Putra, Mars. So, and the sign of Mars is actually afflicted also by Rahu's presence and Saturn's aspect. So all these energies are causing these earthquakes also. Just, my 2 cents on this. And I really wish and pray that everybody else whosoever is trapped is saved. May God be with them. So moving on to this video, Ketu is in Swati Nakshatra till the 8th of July and then moves into Chitra Nakshatra. 4 padas are there. So 8th July to the 7th of February, it's going to be in Chitra Nakshatra. Now, Rahu will be transiting. This is what I'm talking about is true Rahu. And I've given the dates of the mean Rahu also. So you can please make a note if at all you're thinking why it is happening on the 6th of February. It's happening on the 20th of February in mean Rahu. Okay. So these are the dates. Please make a note. Now, there are 4 padas Rahu will be transiting through in Ashwini. It is moving backwards from 13 degrees 20 minutes. So it moves backwards. So that is why it is the 4th pada first, then 3rd, and 2nd, and then the first one. Okay. This is how we move. So this Rahu will be in the Cancer, 4th pada is of Cancer, then Gemini, and then Taurus, and then lastly, it is going to be Virgottama in the 1st pada of Aries. So these are the very important ones. See, 4th pada is of Cancer. So you must understand that the Cancer pada is going to impact where your Cancer sign is. So you must make a note that from the 6th of February till the April 2nd, it's going to be in the Cancer Navamsa. When it is in the Cancer Navamsa, it is going to be giving you the results related to your Cancer sign. That is how you have to see. And then it moves backwards to the Gemini Navamsa. So see where your Gemini sign is. It's going to impact. See, the whole transit cannot be good. The whole transit cannot be bad. I always use the Navamsa padas, the Nakshatra padas, so that you are aware of the dates, so that you can make decisions or be cautious during this time. If you have Rahu transiting your 8th house, suppose. So this is going to be giving you that kind of impact only when it is going to be in the Aries Navamsa. Not that you can't write it off completely, that it is the 8th house Aries, so it is going to be impacting me. No. So you have to see. So suppose it is in the 12th house Aries. So it is not going to be, maybe you have a Cancer in your 12th house. So that means for Leo natives, February 6 to April 2 will be like that it gives you more results related to the 12th house. That's how you should see. Lastly, it will be, in the 4th pada of Revati from the November 29th, and it is going to be in the Gandantha zone as well. So whenever it is in the Gandantha, it's a transitional phase. I have already done several videos on Gandantha zones. Please do watch them as well. All right. And these are true Ketu and, transiting through the Swati, Chitra and Hasta Nakshatras, which are very important again to note, because right now Ketu is not changing Nakshatra, only Rahu is. And these are the Nakshatra padas, 4 padas in Swati, 3rd, 2nd, 1st this year actually I've taken, and then 4th and 3rd pada would be in the 4th, 3rd, and 2 padas in the sign of Libra, and then goes backwards in Virgo sign, 2 padas there. All right. Of Ketu. We are not discussing Ketu today. Also understand that there are 2 eclipses happening in Ashwini Nakshatra. Make a note of this also, which is very, very important again, because it's going to be impacting the ones who are born under the nakshatra of Ashwini and the nakshatras who are 3, 5, 7 bonds. If Ashwini is 3, 5, 7 from there. Now, these eclipses are in Ashwini, so Ashwini becomes an Akrant Nakshatra. Akrant Nakshatra means attacked. That means you cannot pick and choose Ashwini Nakshatra during these timings for auspicious Mahurata. You have to avoid. Okay. So this is a very important aspect which really is ignored by many, many astrologers. Very important to understand why we don't pick and choose the nakshatra where the eclipses are happening for at least 3 months. Avoid that nakshatra for 3 months. Travels, marriage, starting education, starting a course, starting something new, starting a new job. Avoid Ashwini Nakshatra for at least 20th of April plus minus 2 months and 28th October plus minus 2 months. I take 3 months actually. All right. Now there are conjunctions which are happening in Aries sign when Rahu is ingressing in this zone of Ashwini, which is again very important. Rahu will be conjunct Venus in Aries from 12th March to the 16th of April. So the film industry, the glam industry, they will get very heavily impacted. Excuse me. And then Rahu will be ingressing along with Mercury in this Ashwini Nakshatra. Mercury will be joining Rahu in the Aries sign on the 31st of March, and it will be there till the 7th of June. Rahu and Sun conjunction will happen from the 14th of April to the 15th of May. Authorities might make wrong decisions, and we are heading to an eclipse also because of Rahu-Sun conjunction there. Then Rahu-Jupiter, of course, is going to be all through from April onwards, which is again a very, very important conjunction, which I will be doing. I'll be taking up separately. It requires attention. Okay. Now coming to the Tara Chakra. Suppose you're born in Saturn, Rahu, Moon, Nakshatra. or your Lagna is in Saturn, Rahu, Moon nakshatras, any of the nakshatras ruled by Saturn, Rahu, Moon. You can just have a look at the video that I have made on the Tara Chakra. So you will know that when you are born under these, or you have any prominent planets in these nakshatras ruled by Saturn, Rahu, and Moon, then Ashwini transit is not that favorable because it's the 3rd, 5th, and 7th from these nakshatras, this Ashwini transit. So you have to be careful, especially if you are born under these nakshatras, or you are having the Dasha of these planets. Also, then you have to be very, very cautious, because you know what happens if you're running through the Dasha of Saturn, Rahu, Moon, or Mars, Ketu. So these will get impacted even more. So you have to be extra cautious. And what remedies you're supposed to do is worship Lord Shiva and Lord Ganesha. You can go and water the you can do the Rudra Abhishekam, you can do the Ganesha Stotram, you can read the the chants of Ganesha and Shiva Stuti, you can do. All these are very, very important remedies which one must perform with Rahu in Ashwini, because this is a very fiery one. So the basic behavioral change that you have to make during this time and be very, very cautious about is that do not get aggressive on petty things. Though Ketu will tame these energies. Ketu's nakshatra, Ashwini, is very, very taming nakshatra also at the same time, because this is the moksha ruled by Ketu, moksha karak, and Rahu being in the Aries sign is a very aggressive and impulsive and a stubborn nakshatra. So you have to have that aggression also, but you have to channelize it in a very proper manner. So when you will channelize the energies in a proper manner, this Ashwini transit of Rahu will be very favorable. So that's the reason you have to be very receptive. You have to understand this nakshatra very well, that you are actually initiating something and you are getting very dynamic. At the same time, you're internalizing also what exactly is happening around you. You really are going on the right path or not? All those energies will be felt because of this Ketu's nakshatra transit. Now you will change the path. It's not that the conventional path that you're taking, you will be going ahead with that. That's why I said go back and see what happened in 2004 and 2005, because Rahu was transiting through the nakshatra of Ashwini at that time as well. So you will become a little more spiritual. You will produce things or goods which actually heal others, because it's a very powerful nakshatra after all, healing nakshatra. Okay, so new researches, medical team is going to do well. Some new, maybe some new cures will come in. Okay, or maybe you will actually change the line of medical treatments now, if at all you are in the medical, especially the doctors I'm talking about. And this is a very amplifying energy. So this will give you a lot of energy to do things in a very, a bigger way, not on a smaller plane. You're going to be taking it up very seriously. And of course, don't procrastinate, because Saturn is looking here. Saturn wants you to work harder. Then only you will get the fruits of this transit, favorable fruits. So you must actually tone down on those energies also, that, you don't be lazy. Also, Venus will be conjunct. So that time you have to be very cautious about your health, about your looks, about your way you convey things to others. So that is what. And Jupiter, of course, will make you very philosophical also. So all that is something which can happen during this time. And we do have the Navamsa conjunctions also, which I have not mentioned here. But we have Mars Rahu conjunction in D9. Navamsa is a very minuscule part, like we have cycles, sub-cycles, sub-periods like that. we go down and narrow it down to the sub periods. So there are sub periods also, which I will be taking you through when I'm giving the predictions, so that you are aware of what exactly is happening, and you actually, don't feel that, this energy is going to be only giving you negative results, because, people are taking it very, very negatively also, that, this transit is completely to be written off. So that is why when I take up the minuscule levels, that means that this particular time you have to be careful, not that the whole period you're going to be writing off. Okay, Sun Rahu conjunction will happen in D9 chart, then Mars Rahu will happen, then Jupiter Rahu will happen. So that's the time you have to be more cautious about, or they're the triggering times. All right. So let's not waste time on this. So let me start sharing the screen and share with you the predictive. Okay. So for Aries B, okay. You see, Kate, for Aries natives, this transit of Rahu in Ashwini is definitely favorable for you. You will have a lot of confidence now in doing things. This is going to enhance your capabilities and understanding yourself better. What exactly are the realms that you have been ignoring? You're going to be feeling those energies even better now. You're going to be understanding things now. Any kind of physical health issues or anything which you are not able to diagnose, the diagnosis will be made now. And you will start recovering also. Saturn is also there in the Mool Trikona sign of Saturn in the 11th house, looking at this Rahu. So you will be working very hard to achieve your goals, your targets that you have to meet. And especially, 15th February to the 25th of February is a very favorable time, because Mars and Rahu will be conjunct in the month of Cancer. So this will be giving you the inclination to buy property. But be careful about the documentation, because this can lead to some complication in the documentation also. Any kind of new businesses, if you're expecting to start, or anything that you have been feeling is there's a disagreement in the business proposal, or, the partnership proposal. So this is going to be giving you some kind of closure, some kind of agreement now. It is going to be better for you. There, whatever discomfort you have been feeling, now you will start feeling better. So 15th of March to the 19th of March is the time you have to be cautious about your relationship with your boss. Maybe there can be a tiff or a disagreement with your bosses or your seniors or your dad. So take care of your name and fame also during this time. This is not a good time to start anything new. 21st April to 24th of April is the time when you will have some major travel plans made, or maybe you are going to be meeting some people who are going to be giving you that push forward, which was a stagnant, you were feeling stagnant. So that push will be there. And it could be that you are going to be meeting your siblings, or you're going to be meeting your neighbors, discussing some important things. So 21st April to 24th of April, these are going to be very, very important days for short journeys also. But, that time would be eclipse time. So be careful about your decision making at that time, and with your bosses and seniors, you have to be careful again. So 4th May to the 10th of May is also the time that you have to be a little careful about your speech, about your communication. It's good for initiation of anything new, any new task, but communication can be there, causing some maybe, some kind of misunderstanding. So be careful about the dates that I'm mentioning with you. 20th May to the 4th of June is definitely very positive for you for starting anything new, going in for some new, lectures or skills enhancement or any travel plans you can do during this time, you can make during this time. 8th July to the 12th of July is also good for planning your future related to your financials. Financial growth is there, but don't take a, unrighteous, unfair means to make money also during this time. 8th July to the 12th of July. 3rd September to the 7th of September, you might just go very aggressive. So tone down a bit, and maybe, in your relationship also, you can have some issues. So be careful about that. 1st November to the 6th of November also, you have to be cautious about your relationships that you're having. But it is a good time to start anything new. Overall, this transit is going to be good if at all you're having some kind of problems in your relationship, progeny issues, that is childbirth issues. So this will be the time when you will be getting some relief, some treatment, and overseas plans, overseas journeys, international travels. It's not just overseas. International travels is also indicative. So if you have to plan anything, do it once Jupiter also joins Rahu. I will be doing a separate video though of the same. Please make a note of the dates that I've given. There are eclipses also in Ashwini Nakshatra on the 20th April and 28th of October. So plus minus a week's time, just avoid getting too aggressive. You might just get aggressive and fall sick. So take care of your health at that time, especially. Okay. Any kind of change in appearance, cosmetic surgery or something, avoid during this time. 20th of April plus minus and 28th of October plus minus, as I said. All right. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this Rahu's ingress, one second, let me change it. So for Taurus natives, Rahu's ingress might increase your temptations. This is about, expenditures. Ashwini Nakshatra will give you some expenditures on spiritual journeys. Maybe you will be meeting some spiritual gurus during this time also. It is going to be giving you that desire to heal others, to meet people who are going to be getting healed. You want to, or maybe you come across people who are actually feeling quite unwell, or they are having some kind of issues which they are not able to resolve themselves. Maybe you will be helping them in their relationship also, but be careful about your expenditure part. Undesirable expenditures can happen, which will lead to some kind of uneasiness also. On account of health, you have to be a little extra cautious, but you will get the cure for sure. When Rahu is in Ashwini, this is the healing process, self-healing and healing others also. Suppose you're a doctor or you're a nurse. So this is a very good time for you to get better. Any kind of clashes with your maternal side, you will resolve. Anything to do with your father, who is in government job. So that is also going to get a little better for, or maybe elevation or promotion on cards. Any plan to shift out of the place you are in is also quite likely. So you can just, be more inclined towards the tangible things, but gain of intangible and spiritual knowledge is indicated. Okay. You have to you have to worship Lord Ganesha for a sound sleep, because you can have issues with your sleep with Rahu in Aries sign. Very good time to initiate any kind of contracts or any kind of projects overseas or international trade. So this is a very positive time. Just that you have to be a little extra cautious during the what dates I'm giving you. You have to be a little extra cautious. That is, from the 15th of February till the 25th of February, you can have some kind of issues with your siblings. So just lie low and sort it out rather than getting aggressive. You will take some bold decisions during this time also. Very positive time. And 15th March to 19th March, 21st April to 24th of April, this is the time when you can lose out on your communication skills, or maybe you can be very rough at speech, or maybe you will be discussing something and it turns out to be a heated argument. So be careful about with your family. Do not get carried away in your relationships with the people around you. Don't get carried away and get influenced by the argumentative nature of others. Rather than that, just lie low, just keep your head in center, cool. Okay, be cool. So can happen on the 4th of May till the 10th of May also. So take care of your speech, your financials during this time. 20th May till the 4th of June is a good time. It's a very good time for enhancing your financials. You might just get some orders or something which enhances or uplifts your financial growth. 8th July to the 12th of July, again, is not a good time for your mental issues. Maybe, you will be very, very aggressive and you'll be having a lot of impulsive, you can make impulsive decisions and then, you will regret. So when I'm giving you the dates, so just make a note of the dates for taking it as a forewarning, because, you are not going to be actually getting these dates from anyone. So if you will make a note, you will definitely be forearmed, okay? So that you're prepared and you're not making wrong decisions during these times. 8 July to the 12th July, especially, you can be very aggressive. So tone down on your energies, especially with your partner or relationship. You can have issues there. Also from the 3rd of September to the 7th of September. These are 3-4 days, I have actually bifurcated, narrowed down the predictions so that you are aware of it. Okay. And 1st November to the 6th November also, this can lead to a lot of expenditure on the gadgets, on the purchase of property. Maybe you will purchase some wrong property. You will sign some documents wrong by mistake. So be careful about that as well. Okay. I think rest, everything is looking good. If at all you are having any plans to purchase property, be careful about the documentation. Okay. Coming to and litigation also, be careful when you're filing the litigation, you have to be careful. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, Rahu is going to be in your 11th house in Ashwini Nakshatra. Very positive time. Anything which is giving you that blockage, is now going to open up. You're going to be understanding everything deeply. It's not superficial. You will understand who's who, what's happening around you, what are you thinking, what is it that's blocking the energy. Now you will get that momentum, you will get that clarity, and this will give you that kind of people who are actually negative, you'll be actually weeding them away. You don't want that kind of a situation where, you get entrapped with or surrounded by the people who pull you down. Now is the time to move further on, be a healer, help others, and grow yourself. Innovative view, that innovative and the creative view is now going to get uplifted and enhanced. You're going to be having some clarity in your romance, in your affair, in your relationship. Now you're going to be getting all those clarity, all those areas working in a positive manner. Rather, you will be getting maybe more than one choices now. You maybe in relationship, maybe at work, maybe you will meet people of those kinds. New opportunities definitely coming your way, and your outlook is going to change. Maybe you're going to be thinking in a very different manner. You're going to be meeting people of those sorts who will actually change your perspective towards life. So new opportunities coming your way, utilize it. Student natives are definitely going to be doing well. It's a very beautiful time for students, relationships, and of course, any kind of distraction that you have been facing. Now you're going to be coming out of that also. So this is something which is going to be giving you that focus and that concentration also. It's just that you have to take care of your relationship with your siblings and your people around you, because if at all you don't want those kinds of people in your life, you really need to be cautious about your thought process. You might get hurt yourself in the process of weeding away those kind of people. Now I'm giving you a few dates that you have to be a little extra cautious and make decisions wisely or carefully. Okay, especially 15th February till the 25th of February, you can be a little aggressive with your family members. You can pick up arguments unnecessarily, or there is a health issue that you have to see in with your partner. So you have to take the partner to the hospital, or just look after your people around you, or family members. So you have to be little prepared for that. 15th March to 19th March, 21st April to 24th April. Now, these are the two slabs that I'm giving you, wherein you can have some complication with your family, or, with your bosses and seniors. So you have to be very, very restrictive in your approach towards conveying your things. What happens, you in a flow want to speak everything with your the people around you. You open up and you speak up, and then they just gossip behind your back, or maybe they backstab you. They are just going to convey anything and everything to the bosses in a very different way. Now they're going to be giving that kind of a picture, and you are being pulled away from the right track. So you have to be cautious. Don't open your cards. Don't speak whatever comes into your heart and mind. Just relax. Just zip it up. Just zip it up. Don't speak much. You think that you can trust on, you have that faith in that person, but that person only is the one who's going to be pulling you down or backstabbing you. So you have to be really careful about these dates. 4th May to the 10th of May is also one slab that I'm giving you, where you can get very aggressive with your relationship, in your partnership, or with your people around you. Or maybe you will make wrong decisions related to your property matters. Don't do that. 20th of May to 4th of June, very good time. Actually, 20th of May till the 4th of June would be the dates when you will actually be focused on your maybe on your work too much, or you're going to be enhancing your skills. You want to enroll yourself in some educational plan, institution. So this is going to be very positive for you. 8th July to the 12th of July, 3rd September to the 7th of September. These are the time, and 1st November to the 6th of November. Now, 3 slabs I'm giving you are also little unfavorable for your expenditure part. Maybe you will be having a lot of expenditures. You will meet people who will be, just wasting your money. You will spend on those people, and then regret later, or you will buy some electronic gadgets and then, they're not working fine. So you feel quite uneasy or uncomfortable during these slabs that I've given you. 8th July to 12th July, 3rd September to 7th September, 1st November to 6th November. So you have to be very cautious with your friends, with your seniors, with your colleagues. Education-wise also, this can be a little problematic phase, but it will give you financial growth if you work through those energies properly, channelize those energies properly. And my videos actually, dates are very important, so that, they work. And if they work, then, you can just let me know, of course. Now, coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, Rahu is going to be in Ashwini Nakshatra in the 10th house of yours. And it is going to be forming an exchange between Rahu, Ketu Nakshatra also. So this is a very positive time for your career growth, because Rahu is actually considered to be the planet of the Aquarian age. Rahu, Saturn, and also Venus and Mercury. That is why the female counterparts have started to work, because Venus is the planet of Kali Yuga. So when we talk about Rahu, Rahu is a very expansive planet. When it is going into the Ashwini Nakshatra, this is the time of understanding your own self well. What is the potential that you have, the underlying potential, which you really are ignoring? Now is the time to amplify those feelings and energies and bring them forward in your career. Any kind of ups and downs you have been facing, now you will get the clarity actually. What is the correct path? What is my karma? What is it that I should do? The line of treatment is changing actually. Treatment of any kind of problem, any kind of issue that you have been facing. Now you're going to be changing that line. Now you're going to be changing that track. That ideas are going to be working in your favor now. Whatever you have been doing, you have not been getting the results till now. 2004, 2005, this transit happened. You will go back and see what exactly happened. What is it, that missing link that you really need to join now? So that puzzle is going to get solved. Any kind of unwanted expenditures on business or trade, anything like that has to be actually, you have to keep a check on that. Do not get carried away. Anything to do with your partner's career is also going to start doing well. Suddenly, the partner feels that things are moving in the right direction now. Also, it is going to be giving you some, I would say, connection with the organization where, you learn a lot. Organization or maybe NGO, you should do that actually. It is going to be a supportive thing for you also. Anything to do with the transfer of your dad, transferable job for you, that is also going to happen. And in case you have been feeling a little unwell, or you're feeling that there is a litigation going on from a long time, so we can expect a relief or a verdict now. Okay. And you should avoid driving during this time. And if you can, avoid buying a vehicle. I'm not saying all through. I'll give you the dates when you should avoid, but you should just keep, like if you can get a Muhurta done for purchasing of a property or a vehicle, that will be good for you. That will be favorable for you. Okay. So yeah, that's what is happening here. Now, I'm giving you a few dates when you have to, be little careful so that, you're prepared. That's why I give the dates. I can give you all the dates which are good dates, but it's a longer duration for the good dates. So I'm giving you the dates which are not that favorable. Okay, so make sure that you do not get carried away or do not make decisions in impulse during this time. 15th February till the 25th of February is the time when you can get very emotionally impulsive. You might just make certain decisions which really backfire. So you have to be cautious about that. You'll be very emotional also, as I said, but you can go wrong. So be practical, think about things, be analytical, and then take a call. 15th March to 19th March, 21st April to 24th of April. And yeah, so these two slabs are also looking little uncomfortable days because, you will be traveling. Maybe there can be problems in travels or journeys, or maybe, your connection with the overseas people. Some funds are stuck that, or maybe, they just break the agreement, the contract, or it could be that you are, whatever you wanted to, your desire fulfillment doesn't happen. So this can bring about issues and troubles to you in your relationship also, and in your financial growth as well. These slabs, you should avoid making major decisions, important decisions. Okay. 4th May to the 10th of May is also the time when you will buy something and then, you just regret, oh, why did I make so much of expenditures? Or you just, go and visit the hospital yourself, or somebody is there in the hospital and you have to spend some money. But it is a very good time to heal others. You can do that, 4th May to the 10th of May. This will help you heal yourself as well. 20th May to the 4th of June is one of the slabs which is very, very favorable for you. So in case you have to make any kind of contractual business, trade or commerce or anything, where you have to make some decisions which require a lot of courage and wisdom. So this will be really helpful for you. So make decisions accordingly. These dates will help you understand yourself when the time unfolds. So you can write in the comment section what all happened, what all mashed up. Okay. 8th of July to 12th of July, again, is the time when you will be having some contradictions that you will face in your circle, in the circle you move around in. Maybe with your friends, with your family, or with your children, you can have some kind of complications, or your mother's health can suffer during this time. You should actually not be purchasing or signing an agreement or purchasing property or signing agreements during this time, especially during this time of 8th of July to the 12th of July. Quite likely that you will be making certain decisions related to property matters, and then they backfire. So you have to be careful about that. 3rd September to the 7th of September and 1st November to the 6th of November could be that you have some complications at the place of work. Somebody at the place of work might just pull you down or let you down. So, and your reputation is at stake. So you have to be careful when these kind of combinations are happening. Do not make any decisions. Be very firm, be very alert that you do not get carried away and make wrong choices and wrong decisions. Okay. Yeah. So this is what is very important. I will be making separate videos of Rahu Venus, Rahu Mercury, Rahu Sun, Rahu Jupiter combination happening in the sky in Aries sign. They do require attention. So I'll be doing separately those videos. Now coming to the next sign, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, this Rahu is going to be transiting through your 9th house in the Ashwini Nakshatra, and there is a exchange of Rahu and Ketu's Nakshatra also during this time, till the 8th of July. Sorry. So till the 8th of July. So there is a probability that you're going to be shifting out from the place where you are living right now. And you are going to be having a lot of faith in your own self now. That faith that you have been actually, you have been doubting yourself. Oh, I'm not good for anything. Oh, I'm losing hope. Everything is just not working. Nothing is working, in fact. Everything is just going haywire. So all those negative thoughts are going to be turning into positive because Rahu is going to be in Ashwini Nakshatra. You're going to be healing yourself. How do you heal yourself? When you self-introspect. When you self-introspect, you can't get to know, oh, your potential is far, far, far better than what you even thought. You can't even imagine. So that energy is definitely going to be heightened during this time. You might just come across a guru, a teacher, somebody who is going to be actually helping you heal yourself, help you understand yourself. So take that person's advice. And maybe, you're uplifted, you're changing your job, or you're going to be, excuse me, still a little unwell, but I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You all are praying for me, I know. So anything, which is going to be giving you that kind of upliftment, those kinds of situations are going to come up even more. So that kind of an environment will build up that, you are going to be acknowledged at the place of work also, and at home front also. People are going to understand you better now. Anything to do with religious places or religious ceremonies, you can just perform and you can do that as well. And see, whenever there is negative influence of planets on the 9th house, so it's said that somebody from the family just passes by, so we have to pass off. So we have to accept those things as well. But yes, it is very good for any childbirth, anything to do with your, any kind of purpose that you have been looking for, educational skills, enhancing your skills, learning something which is very different, or initiative that you have to take to complete things in a very unconventional manner, not the way that you have been doing constantly, and you're not getting the results. For that reason only, you're not going to be getting the results. So now you will be changing that line of action. And this is going to help you through. Any kind of new relationship can start or trigger also. And job, of course, there is upliftment, maybe transfer, or a new job online, on cards. See, people are being laid off, as I said, in a very short video of mine, that, 8th house, 12th house, 10th, 9th house, they have to get triggered up. But whether you're getting the job or not, that is when you have 11th house, that is the desire fulfillment, 6th house, that has to get triggered up, 2nd house has to, 7th house, they all have to trigger up so that, you get the job. Losing the job is 12th house from the 10th, that is 9th house. But are you getting the job? So that is something which is a very personal affair. So we have to see the chart. Of course, the combination, the Dasha has to form a connectivity with the 2nd, 11th, 6th, and 10th houses. Only then you get the job, right? So see that yourself. Somebody asked, so I'm just answering that question. But surely this will actually help you find another job. You're looking for another job. So this Rahu transit will definitely help you find the job. All right. And as I said, progeny on cards, because Rahu is looking at your 5th house also. Anything to do with your occult matters, occult sciences also is possible. Saturn is also looking at the 9th, Rahu is at the 9th. So losing some near and dear one is also quite evident here. Now I'm giving you a few dates. Make a note of the dates, especially 15th of March to the 19th of March. You have to be cautious about your expenditure part, and there can be problems with your seniors and bosses. Do not pick any kind of argument. Travels can be cumbersome. 4th May to the 10th of May. No, sorry, 21st April to the 24th of April. That is the time when we have eclipse also. So you have to be cautious about your friend circle you move around in. Maybe somebody backstabs you. You think that this person I can rely on, but that person only backstabs you. So be careful about that. Friendships can pull you down. 4th May to the 10th of May is the time when you can have some kind of communication, strong communication or bonding with your, with your friends, with your family members. But at the same time, this can lead to some, loss of health of your mother. So mother's health can deteriorate. So you have to be careful, and you sign the documents related to your property matters, and then maybe there is some dispute which can come up. So be careful when you're signing the documents. Be careful about that. 8th July to the 12th of July is also not that favorable at the place of work. 3rd September to 7th of September, you might just be traveling or maybe learning something new. But it will be little uneasy day. These are uneasy days for you. 1st November to the 6th November also. You have to be careful about your health as well during this time. All right. Now coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this transit is happening in your 8th house. See, any Dusthana, whenever a planet transits, you have to see what exactly does this mean. You can't just write it off completely. This is actually the time to be more inwards, understand the deeper realms of life. You can't just be thinking that nothing is working my way, everything is going haywire and stuff. Now is the time you will understand things. You will be able to sustain those problems that you're facing. Now is the time you will understand yourself, the deeper realms, how you can be better, how you can improvise, what is the potential that you have, and how you can be more into how you can improvise on your relationships also. Saturn is also looking here, not to forget that. Saturn doesn't like to be procrastinating things. You have to be very cautious about your work. You have to be very serious about your work. You have to be serious about whatever you're doing rather than being very superficial. Take care of your health well. Do not think that, everything is on autopilot mode, so I don't have to. No, don't ignore yourself. Don't ignore your body. This is the time you will be doing so. You'll be concentrating on your health also. So this is a good thing for you. Any kind of old people, in the family, you should take their help. You should seek their advice. They will guide you through. They're going to be really helping you also. in case you have any kind of misunderstandings with your partner, this will actually help you understand the partner better also. Anything to do with your financials, you'll be working through them well, and you will be having that kind of growth that you have not been getting from a long time. So this is a good transit for you, and this will give you some kind of people who will be coming into your life, who will be changing yourself, you and who will be actually influencing you to become better. So this is a very positive time, and for that reason. But at the same time, you have to take care of your health. I repeat, you have to take care of your health and learn something, some new skills, some new, ways to expand yourself. I'm giving you a few dates, Virgo people. Just try avoiding these dates, especially, for making any kind of decisions impulsively. This will help you understand you yourself also, and will help you understand others as well, and the situation you will be able to handle well as well. Now, you see, 15th Feb to the 25th of Feb is the time when you will feel quite emotional about your friends, your family also, and you will maybe expect a lot from them during this time. And the moment you expect and you don't get, then you get little uncomfortable, right? It happens with everyone that, you're expecting something and, they don't actually reciprocate, and you get agitated. So it might be that with your friends, with the people around you, with your family, you get very jittery, or you are very argumentative, or you make wrong decisions during this time, related to your work also. So be careful. Maybe related to your property matters, you will make wrong choices and decisions. Mother might suffer, mother's health might suffer. So you have to take care. 15th Feb to the 25th of Feb. 15th March to the 19th of March, you might just make some wrong choices at the place of work, or maybe you will argue with your boss, with your senior, and then you will regret. So be careful about your, contradictions that you can have with your seniors and your bosses, or maybe people might just backstab you, you're relying upon. So do not get carried away and convey everything emotionally to your people around you. Just zip it up, as I always say. 21st April to the 24th of April are few days again, wherein, you can have some defamation. I will not specifically say the defamation, but it is like, loss of name. Or maybe, you're expecting a promotion, you don't get it. So you might just actually feel very uneasy because of that. Uncomfortable you will feel. So you have to be, either receptive, or you have to wait for the right time. But this is not the 21st April to the 24th April might be little uncomfortable days for you. So make sure that you do not, at least don't go and ask for a promotion during this time. Not a good time. 4th May to the 10th of May, and 8th July to the 12th of July, 3rd September to 7th September, and 1st November to 6th of November would be the dates when you have to be careful about your communication with people. You have to be careful about your health and journeys also, your father's health as well. Okay, so these are the dates that you have to be careful about. Litigation also, you will not get the favorable result during this time. So do not file don't go in for any court case, or do not get involved in any controversies during this time. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. Long video, I think this one has become. Libra. I'll do the timestamps. For Libra natives, this transit is happening in your 7th house, where Ashwini and Swati exchange is happening. Rahu Ketu's nakshatras, of course. So there's an exchange forming here. So this is going to be, whatever anger issues that you have been facing, from a long time, they're going to subside. This is the time when you will understand people better. You have matured. You have you have that wisdom that prevails on you during this time. Definitely, you are going to be more spiritually inclined. You will feel that there is a lot of patience in you, which has suddenly developed over a period of time. You have developed that patience, tolerance, and any kind of matrimonial or misunderstanding, or problems in the relationships are going to get subsided. You will get them sorted. So this is a very positive time for your travel plans also, in case you have to plan your children, your journeys and your relationship. You have to resolve the issues. So this is a very positive time. Starting of any new businesses or anything to do with your trade, investments, all that is also going to flourish and start. So this is definitely a positive time. I'll give you the dates when you have to be a little alert, because the whole transit can't be bad, the whole transit can't be good either. So I have noted down few dates for you, and they really will help you make decisions also. Okay. So at the moment, definitely there is some discomfort that you're facing, and gradually it will get resolved with Rahu ingress in the sign of Aries, in the nakshatra of Ketu, and with Saturn's aspect. So do not get carried away and make wrong decisions in your marital life. Do not break or part ways in impulse. Don't make any decisions. Though Ketu's nakshatra will tone you down, will tame you down. You will not make wrong decisions. Saturn doesn't like procrastination. Saturn is a constructive planet. So do not be too stubborn. Be more flexible. This will help you. Any kind of troubles that you're facing, they will get better. Your turnover is going to increase also. So this is definitely a very positive time for achievement of goals, and also name and fame on cards. So this is definitely going to be positive. So the dates that I'm going to be giving you, 15 February till the 25th of February is the time when you will have some expectations, too many expectations from the workplace, from the people at the workplace. So you have to be very careful about your emotions. Do not just get carried away and open your cards. Do not disclose your secrets. You have to be little, to yourself. Understand the situation you must have gravity. You must have that, composure, rather than just blurting out everything in impulse. 15th to the 25th of February, especially. 15th March to the 19th of March is the time when you will be having some complications at the place of work with your bosses and seniors. So make sure that you do not try to impose your ideas on the others. 21st April to the 24th of April, 24th May to the 10th of May, and 20th May to the 4th of June. Now, not 20th May to 4th of June, sorry. 21st April to 24th of April, 4th May to 10th of May. Now, these are the two slabs that I'm giving you, two, date slabs that will actually help you understand your own self. Any kind of travel plans might just fall apart, or they don't materialize, so you might just feel uncomfortable, but you'll be learning a lot during this process. You're now looking at the bigger picture, how you can expand yourself, how you can expand your horizons, what can be done, where you can uplift yourself. All those will be there, but at the same time you'll be very impulsive, and you might just take that risk, which is not to be taken right now. This is not the time to take that risk. So be little calm and composed. 8th July to the 12th of July, 3rd September to the 7th of September, and 1st November to the 6th of November. Now, these are the three slabs that I'm giving you, wherein you have to take care of your health. Do not get carried away in your litigation and, road rage. Drive safely. And also in your relationship, you might just get very aggressive with your partner, and it might just give you some complications in the relationship. There can be that there are revelations related to your relationship, maybe, some secret relationship. Take care of your, your own relationship, which is an extramarital one. It's better that you just don't fall prey to all these, don't get lured, because Rahu is there. So Ashwini Nakshatra will tame you. You might, if you are in that kind of a relationship, so you will just come out of it. Saturn is also looking here. So you have to be really disciplined, and you have to do things which are the right way. Okay. So these are the dates that I have mentioned. So make a note of these dates. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, this transit of Rahu is happening in your 6th house, and Rahu in the 6th, the Ashwini Nakshatra, Ketu in the 12th house. So definitely very positive time, very powerful time for combating your enemies. The enemies could be outside enemies. Enemies can be inside you as well. What are your inside enemies? Your anger, your hunger, your aggression, and your greed. You might be combating, you might be healing yourself now. This is the time to heal yourself. Don't fall prey to the external forces, material comforts, luxurious items. Too much of greed is there, which might just get mellowed down with this Ketu's nakshatra transit of Rahu. And there's an exchange also between Rahu and Ketu Nakshatra. So you might become very spiritually inclined. At the same time, you will be balancing out the material comforts also. It's not going to be exponentially out of proportion, but it will be balancing out. You will get a lot of new opportunities, and your professional growth is also evident because Rahu is looking at your 10th house as well. Stocks, shares, all that, you have to be a little extra cautious when you're going in for the investments. And savings are going to be increased now. This is the time for your professional growth as well. You're going to be making some strategies, you're going to be implementing them, and you're going to be changing the perspective. How you have been doing till now you're going to be changing that perspective, and you're going to be attaining the success, because you have not been attaining that kind of success. People are just pulling you down, health is pulling you down. So all that has been a very tough situation for you with Rahu in the 6th house till now. But now you're going to be very much inclined towards doing things in an honest manner, in an organized manner, and meticulous manner. Now you are going to be more into that laziness that you have been in, or procrastination was there. Now you're going to be coming out of it. Now your ideas are going to be bought. People are going to be appreciating them as well. So this is a very positive time for you. Just take care of your health. Off and on, there can be some health issues. So you have to be a little extra cautious about that. Take rest, proper rest, because you're working too much, too hard, and you're not getting those kinds of results also. So now is the time when you should actually, go in for that retreat, that meditation, yoga, something to do with your inner growth as well. What is happening? You're just working superficially. What about your inner you? Are you enhancing that? Are you uplifting that as well? If you're not, you should. You should pay attention to those areas also, where your morals, your inside you becomes better, how you can grow. Now, the whole transit can't be bad. The whole transit can't be good either. So what we have to do is, whatever dates I'm giving you, these are the dates when you have to be cautious. Cautious in what areas I'll be sharing with you. So make a note. And I've given you the remedies in the beginning part. So please do watch that as well. 15th February to the 25th of February. Now, this is the time when you can go impulsive and take wrong decisions. If you have to make any kind of choices, you have to have the right kind of time. So you avoid the dates that I'm giving you to make decisions. Maybe, you make decision in impulse about your litigation, loans, travels, you pick and choose some subjects and then you regret. So all that you have to be cautious about. 15th of March to the 19th of March is the time when you can have some complications at the place of work. Don't quit the job. These are the dates when you might just put in the papers and regret later. Your bosses and seniors might just be, pulling you back or not accepting whatever you have done till now, or not acknowledging your work. So you might just get little jittery and little, sob types. Okay. So don't sob in the corner like that. Just gear up, and just a matter of few days and you'll be fine. Did I say? Okay. 21st of April to the 24th of April, 4th of May till the 10th of May. These are 2 slabs that you have to be little cautious about your health and also about your job. There is a possibility there is a transfer coming your way, which is not that favorable, or you have to accept certain things which you're not liking. But it will give you some sudden breakthroughs also, these timing, the slabs that I've given. At the same time, you have to take care of your decision making. Don't go get carried away and make decisions in impulse. It might not be that helpful for you. And also there is a possibility that you might just, invest somewhere a big chunk of money and then you lose it. So just be careful about that as well. Otherwise, it's a good time for, with breakups or with hiccups or with your obstacles, you're going to be attaining that kind of success that you have been looking for. But there will be some obstacles and hurdles, but you will be successful by the end of the day. So just make sure that you do not get carried away and make wrong decisions during these days that I've mentioned. Also, 8th July to the 12th of July, 3rd September to 7th September, 1st November to the 6th of November. Now, these are the dates which are going to be giving you some kind of issues with in your relationship, health issues, and it could be that you are making some wrong decisions related to your business partnership, and also a lot of ideas that you are getting not working your way. You're getting a lot of ideas, but they're not working your way. So you have to change your mental frame to make things work. So that is something which will happen during these dates. So do not get carried away. That's what I can say. Be honest and don't be lazy. Coming to the next sign, that is, the dates are very important, everyone. I'm telling you, the dates are very, very important and very essential. And I really want a feedback when these dates are over. Okay. And let me know whether they matched up or not. Even if they didn't, tell me. It really helps me. Thank you so much. For Sagittarius natives, this transit is happening over your 5th house, and this is in the nakshatra of Ketu, and it is going to be giving you some kind of results related to your creativity. Now you're going to be very, very positive about, or that frame of mind is changing now towards better. Now you're changing the outlook. The outlook is changing, the perspective is changing, and it is going to affect your social life as well as your personal life. In case you are having any kind of monetary issues, they're going to get resolved, wealth issues, or you're very talented, but you're not getting that kind of break. Now you will get that kind of break as well. Some kind of disturbed relationship you have been having till now that is also that conjugal bliss that was missing. Now you're going to be getting back that on that track. You're going to be worship Lord Sun and Lord and Goddess Durga also. That is a very good remedy that I can give you. And this transit might have given you a lot of frustration and Rahu in the Aries sign. Now you're going to be feeling that. See, when your perspective is changing, what happens? The problem is not changing. The problem is the same, but your outlook is changing. The way you look at the problem is changing. So now you will become very, different to deal with the problem. You're dealing it in a very unconventional way now, not the routine way, because you're not getting the kind of result till now. Now, when you change it, your success is definitely yours. It's coming your way. You'll be more focused. You'll be more channelized now. Any kind of expectation that you have been, making, or you have been waiting for things to move, they are now, that stagnancy is going to be now mobile. Now you're going to be getting the results. The dynamism is there. Okay. And you might just be, going in for some kind of retreats also. You'll be taking some hobby courses. You want to learn something new. You want to grow. So this is the time, very favorable time for enhancing your skills, growth, how you can go to another level. You can't just confine yourself, right? So you have to move further. And for that, this transit is going to be a great help. And Ketu definitely is the planet which actually internalizes you. You get to know what is your inner potential, how you have to look at yourself. This is the time which will actually help you understand yourself better. Okay. And for career, definitely there is some change coming in. I will not say that it is going to be a beautiful change or it's going to be better. I will not say that because it's the 8th house from the 10th. So it might just give you some upheaval also, but your way to look at things is going to change, of course. All right. And any kind of new relationship, if you want to start, or any marriage-like relationship, so that is also going to happen. I'm giving you a few dates because good dates I'm not sharing. I'm sharing the dates when you have to be alert, when you have to be cautious in making certain decisions. 15th Feb to the 25th of February is the slab where, you can be very, very emotional. Suddenly you feel that, things are not moving in your direction. Health issues can come up, or maybe, your mood swings can happen. You can go really aggressive. You can go volatile, road rage if you're driving. Be careful about all these things. I'm just forewarning you. It's not that it's going to happen for sure, because on the personal grounds, of course, things are very different in the personal chart. So it might just give you some kind of uneasiness during this time. 15th March to the 19th March also, similar kind of results you might feel, that authorities are not understanding you. You're doing so much of work, you're not being appreciated. You have been just, doing for your family, for your work, for your job, but you're not getting anything, So you might feel a little low on the 15th to the 19th of March also. 21st to the 24th of April is a good time for your, risk-taking abilities, investing some money in the business that you are running, but it's not good for your relationship. You might go really aggressive, wild, and, there can be that there is some physical encounter also, physical relationship also, sexual relationship, aggressive. So you have to be little cautious about that as well. 4th May to the 10th of May is again the similar kind of, time when you can have some kind of 4th May to the 10th of May, I think I shared. So you have to be a little extra cautious. Now, 8th July to the 12th of July, health issue, litigation, some competition is there. You're quite uneasy. But at the same time, things are going to subside. It's not that it's going to prolong and all the 4 days are bad. No, it can be that you feel a little uncomfortable and it's building on. So don't procrastinate, do your work, don't be aggressive. Maybe you can work out. If you are into sports, it's good for you, okay? Then 3rd of September to 7th of September, 1st November to the 6th of November. Now, these are two slabs when you have to be careful about your relationship, your love life. It could be that your children are a little unwell. You're signing some documents and, you miss out on something. So read them well. So these are a little bit of issues that you have to, you have to be careful about, and it's a smooth sail otherwise. It's like, changing your outlook, changing your perspective, and intellectually you're going to be really doing great. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this Rahu is going to be transiting through your 4th house in the nakshatra of Ashwini. It was in Bharani Nakshatra previously, and now it is going to be in the nakshatra of Ketu. So you're going to be very spiritually inclined. You might just, find peace doing for others. You might have some kind of some kind of relationship now. You might be getting in touch with your own self. 4th house is the house of happiness, home, mother's lap. That's your first, and womb. That's your first house, it's your first place to dwell. So this is the time to understand or touch base with your childhood. Maybe, you become childlike. You become childlike, and you become very spiritual. Suddenly that peace comes in. What the child is always smiling, in a way, doesn't know what is good, what is bad, just like a baby. Become like a baby, become like a child who's just smiling. Any kind of situation, not worried about, not worried about the results, nothing. So that is something which you will feel, which will enhance during this transit of Rahu in Ashwini. You are going to be getting more involved in your, inner you, in the core of your, your birth. You're going to get involved in that homely life. You are not connecting much with your work till now. Now you will start getting that interest. Now you're going to be developing that interest, and you'll be attaining that kind of success that you have been waiting for. Because, Saturn is also going to be leaving the zone. It has already left the first house. It's in the second house. So this will give you that kind of growth prospects also, monetarily. Also, you will be thinking in a very different manner. Don't be too stubborn, though, and don't restrict yourself. Explore the other realms also. Maybe you're ignoring something. And any kind of new vehicle or purchasing a property or anything which involves a lot of money, you might be going ahead with that. But it will not be that relevant now. You have been looking for, or you have been wanting, but when you get something, you feel that, oh, I didn't want it. It was not that necessary. So that is Rahu in Ashwini. That cycle is coming to an end, actually. Okay, so you might just change your residence, you might just buy a piece of land, or you might just buy some property or vehicle during this time. And you will get that kind of transfer that you have been looking for to another job. And this is a very good time for starting some new education also. Your subjects you're going to be changing. And take care of your health, because Rahu is aspecting your 8th house. So the disease which has not been, you're not been getting the kind of diagnosis. Now you will be getting that diagnosis also. Don't get distracted by whatever subjects that you have chosen. Do not get distracted by what others are saying. Seek help. Seek advice from the experts or from somebody who is actually sensible enough to guide you through. So do not just fall prey to the peer pressure and get carried away and make wrong choices and wrong decisions about your education. So this is something which you have to be careful about, and you have to be taking care of your mother's health as well. This can give you some connection with the mother more. Maybe your mother is going to be more spiritually inclined also during this time, right? So I'm giving you a few dates, Capricorn. So make a note, because these dates are very important to avoid certain things. Rest of the dates, of course, are good dates. Okay, so I'm not giving you good dates. 15 February till the 25th of February is a time when you can have some complications in your relationship. So make sure that you do not fall prey to the external forces. Maybe somebody else says something and you get influenced and you have a problem in your relationship. So make sure that you're taking a right kind of decision and you're having your mental setup, which is not too emotional. Don't get carried away. 15th March to the 19th of March is the time when you can have some complications at the place of work with your bosses and the seniors. So do not argue, just lie low. Don't change your job during these at least few days. Do not put in your papers. It's not advisable. Also, 21st April to the 24th of April is a very strong probability that you might just quit your job. This is not the right time. You might just feel very uncomfortable. You might feel that you're cornered. Everybody's pushy at the place of work and you just lose the job. Don't do that. This is not the time to change unnecessarily. Be where you are, status quo, okay? And just work out. If at all you have to start some regime, it will be good for you. You need to just work out. That health that you have to focus on is required during this time. Also, 21st April to the 24th April. 4th May to the 10th of May and 20th May to the 4th of June. 4th May to the 10th of May, not 20th May to the 4th of June. No, ignore that. 4th May to the 10th of May, also there is a possibility that, there is some litigation or road rage or, driving, you have to be careful about, extra careful about. So maybe you can avoid driving, so it's better. And also it's not good for, some competition. Maybe you just lose out on your focus, on your attention during this time. So be careful about your loans, litigation, diseases, competition during these dates that I've mentioned, 4th May to the 10th of May. Then 8th July to the 12th of July is also not advisable to start any relationship. You can have some tiff in the relationship, some unnecessary argument in the relationship, and it might just give you, some kind of friction. So be careful about that. And remember, no event takes place on the very day of the transit. I always say that events take place 1 month plus minus. So whatever is happening, the earthquakes and the natural calamities, it's not just because of Rahu's ingress, it's because of Venus, because of Mars's ingress in the Rohini Nakshatra. Since then, we are facing these earthquakes even more. So, and the personal level also, on the personal level, if you are facing some issues, it's because of these transit positions which have already taken place or will be taking place. Okay, so it's plus minus. And so 3rd September to 7th of September, 1st November to 6th of November. Now, these are the dates when you have to be really careful about your relationship with your mother's health, and also don't purchase property during these dates. Don't sign any agreement in impulse. Don't buy vehicle on these dates. And any piece of land, property, if you have to buy, make sure that you check everything. There can be that you get some disputed property. So make sure that you are not starting any education plan also during this time. Any kind of competition, any kind of education, change of stream. Don't do that during these dates, 3rd of September to the 7th of September and 1st to 6th of November. All right. So make a note. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. I'm tired, but I'll do it. Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, this transit of Jupiter, one second. For Aquarius, this Rahu's ingress in Ashwini Nakshatra is happening on the 6th of February. And it is happening in your 3rd house. Rahu has been in the 3rd house from a long time. You have been trying to put that kind of effort, but your effort is going down the drain. Now you will get that result that you have been waiting for. You have been putting that kind of effort, that courage, that risk-taking ability, everything that you have been doing is not giving you that result. But don't worry, it is not going to go down the drain. It is going to actually help you now. The culmination time is now. The culmination of energies is going to trigger now. This is the time when you will be more courageous, extra courageous, over ambitious, aggressive in your communication and work. Now is the time you will understand your potential better, because you're self-introspecting and you are also understanding your own self, what you should be doing, or how you can communicate with people, which actually uplifts you. You have to take the best out of others to grow. Now you will understand that holistic approach which you have been applying, you might just be breaking it, and you might just change the approach now. And this is going to give you gains and money and growth, your connection with your sibling, your father, people around you. You're going to be getting all that as well. And you're going to be growing spiritually as well, because you have realized now that whatever you do, if there is this spirituality attached to it, things just start working, they start falling in place. Rahu in Ketu's nakshatra is not a small thing. It's like, a material growth planet giving you a material growth, that too in a very spiritual connection. You're growing spiritually as well. It leads to material growth automatically if you're growing spiritually. Maybe it doesn't even matter to you. You've grown so much. You're so detached. You don't feel anything. It just automatically comes in, the money flow just comes in. The material growth just comes in. Relationships just start falling in place because there is something which is actually happening inside you. Your approach is changing now. Now is like, you're communicating with your own self, with the third house ingress of Rahu in Ashwini. Now you're becoming a healer for yourself, and then you're going to be healing others as well. Anything to do with higher studies, anything to do with your relationship, sort it out. This is the time you will get all those working in your favor. And any devices like laptops, your laptops, mobiles, or anything to do with your desktop, you're going to be actually changing also. You're overhauling or changing, or maybe you'll be getting more involved in buying the gadgets and all as well. Okay. But it is good for you. You might be writing some fictional books, some mysterious books, mystery. So that is also quite possible. Okay. Visit a holy place, a sacred place, a religious place where you connect with the divine, in a very spiritual manner. Not just religion, but spiritual. Okay. There's a difference. Grow spiritually, and it'll help you. Now, I'm giving you a few days that you have to be a little extra cautious about your decision making and your health. So rest of them are good dates. So 15th to the 25th of February, you have to take care of your health, and it could lead to some kind of litigation, road rage, health issue, or maybe some competition is there. You feel, you're not prepared, you're not focused. So all that can happen during this time. You have to be little extra cautious during this time, 15th to the 25th of February, 15th March to the 19th of March, and 21st April to 24th of April. Now, these are two slabs that I'm giving you, wherein you have to be holding on to your job. Don't quit your job. Don't quit your relationships during this time. It could be that, you're not getting that kind of satisfaction. The satisfaction level is really, really weak. So you have to be very cautious about that. Be more receptive to the environment, and be more, you have to change your perspective. That is going to help you, uplift you as well. So these dates would be little unfavorable for you for making decisions related to these areas. Childbirth is not advisable during these dates as well. Childbirth means conception, okay? There could be a loss of reputation also. So hang on and cling on to the job, cling on to the reputation. That is the main thing, you have to work on. And 8th July to the 12th of July is also the time when you should not sign any documents, any papers, buying or purchasing of land and property or vehicle. Not a good time. Mother's health, you have to be taking care also, 8th to the 12th of July. You have to take care of your mother's health. There can be that, you pick up a fight with your own family member during this time and you regret. 3rd September to 7th of September and 1st November to the 6th of November also is a time when you can get very agitated with your own family members. You might buy a property or sell a property at a very low price. So be careful, don't do it during this time. Wait. Not these dates, at least. Okay. Rest, I think, is definitely, good for you, but you might just need your siblings' help during these dates. Okay. Coming to the next one, to the remedies that I've given in the initial summary part, I'll be giving you the dates also. Coming to Pisces. The last one. For Pisces, this is the second house transit, sudden gain of wealth, wherein you have actually, sown the seeds. Now the fruition time. Now you're going to be getting the results. You have, when you have, this is sort of a time when you actually, these things don't matter. When you are anchoring on something and you don't get it on that time, so it loses its value. It's like that, You were waiting and waiting and waiting. You were running out of your patience. You were so much into it, when will it happen? When will it happen? And one fine day when it happens, it loses its, that sheen. So that kind of a thing will happen with you. You have been waiting, for the growth, the financial gains, and, things which give you pleasure. But suddenly you feel with this transit that that orientation is gone, that desire is over. You feel that. But at the same time, it means that you've grown. You will just grow. You will grow internally. You will be very much at peace. So this is a very beautiful time for you. It's a culmination in, time, and it will be giving you some kind of inclination towards family more, connection with your family values more, rather than money. You will choose family over your, financials. So this is a very positive time for you to form a connection with your own people, win over the enemies, work on yourself, how you can improvise your way of working, your way of communication. So this is definitely going to be a very positive time. Any kind of disagreement, conflicts that you have had with your own partner, now you're going to be resolving that as well. Don't have any kind of foods which are tamasic. Have rajasic, have sattvic foods, very light, very mild foods, which actually get digested easily. Anything to do with unexpected unearned wealth is also quite possible. But you have to take care of your health, of course. I'll be giving you the dates when you have to be cautious, but definitely this is going to be very positive time for acquiring more knowledge, occult sciences, if at all you want to work on yourself to grow. So this is going to show you that right path also. Religiously, you'll be doing everything. Meticulously, you'll be very organized. And any kind of expenses, which are require you need to be very careful about. So now you will get that clarity also. No, I don't need this. What is the priority? I must buy that. Or what is a necessity? I'll buy that. I'm not going to waste my money. So that kind of an attitude you'll be getting as well. And take care of your partner's health though, because it's the 8th from the 7th. So you have to take care of your partner's health and do not fall prey to the break of agreement with your partner in your relationship, in your work, in your business. So be careful about those energies. Also, it could break it. So just be careful about that. Worship Goddess Durga. Worship Lord Ganesha. It'll help you. It'll definitely help you. And I'm giving you a few dates. 15th Feb to the 25th of February is the time when you will be having a lot of emotional bent of mind. What happens when you're emotional? You make wrong choices also at times, wrong decisions and impulse and emotions. You get carried away. Oh, let me give this away to, oh, fine, I have it. It's okay. You make decisions in impulse. That is also emotional, at times you're very emotional, but Mars gives you aggression. So you have to be careful. So just take a pause and then do it. Good time to connect with your children. Take their help. Give them that kind of support that they need. 15th February to the 25th of February. 15th March to the 19th of March. That's the time when you can have some complications related to your workplace with your bosses and seniors. Make sure that you do not have any ego clashes. There can be some ego tiffs, at the place of work. And you put in your papers and then regret. Don't leave your job. Stick onto your job. Status quo. 21st April to the 24th April also, there is a possibility of change of residence and transfer. Maybe, you'll be asked to leave the job. So you have to be prepared for that as well. 4th May to the 10th of May is the time when you can go a little aggressive at home. You might be having some ideas that, you have to buy a property, you buy, and then, there are some disputes in that. You sign papers, they're really, they have some hidden clause, and then you regret. So be careful when you're reading the papers, be careful, be more cautious about that. And also, you be careful about your purchase of property, vehicles, and mother's health also during this time. If I'm leaving out on something, I think you must write in the comment section. I'll reply later. I try to, but generally I get so tired and busy that I don't get time. Then you have to take care of your, driving also during these dates. 8th July to the 12th of July. This is the time when you can have complications with your siblings, with your neighbors. So do not get carried away. Do not get impulsive. Short journeys might be a little cumbersome. Your selling of property might be really difficult, or you will not get that kind of price. You don't sign the papers during these 4 days, 8th to the 12th of July. 3rd September to the 7th of September and 1st November to the 6th of November. These are the 2 slabs that I'm giving you, wherein you have to be taking care of your aggression. Your speech might become very, very aggressive. You might have misunderstandings with your family members. So make sure that you do not get carried away and make decisions in impulse. Okay? Connect with your family, not just with your financials. Okay? So this is it, I think, for all the 12 signs. Do the remedies. It's going to be a beautiful transit. I am very happy about this transit. Why? Because, it is happening after 18 years. So it's definitely a very good time to heal yourself, to meet people who actually enhance and uplift you. So you must actually utilize these kinds of transits, and make decisions as per the way you should connect with your own self. When you connect with yourself, you're connecting with the divine. Okay. So have a great transit and take care. Om Tat Sat.